The club scene is over because men want to be women.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all here for women, but in the club scene, it's a different story.
That is nothing but women outside. Man, where y'all at? It should not be this bad, where it's like damn near 20-1.
We create a space where they don't have access to us. It destroys their world.
The ego trumps your desire for women so much to the point where you're willing to be sharing a bottle with 20 other dudes, or they're just DL, or they dislike men.
Are we going to discuss how men are literally buying out section for their homeboys? Why would I spend money on a girl when I can spend money on my boys? Babe, what?
Being a bottle girl is fun. I'm here to tell you it's not. Today I go in for my shift. It's a regular Friday. I get a section and it's all girls. That's the first red flag. Don't get me wrong, I'm all here for women. I am. But in the club scene, it's a different story. They already put money down for a bottle. I'm like, okay, cool. I sit them down. You guys want food? You guys want anything to drink at the moment? I give them waters with lemon. I'm taking care of them at this point. As I'm bringing out food and drinks and all that, I begin to realize these bitches are drunk off their f***ing ass. Second red flag. So they're about to pay for their bottle at this point. It took them forever just to pay for their bottle. They started complaining about the price because the birthday girl was confused. She's over here showing me text messages, stuff like that, like I was texting her. Girl, I do not have your number. I was not texting you at all. I did not book the section for you. She's showing me that she put 200 down, but I have to go in the messages and show her that you only put 100 down. My manager only took 100 off the bottle. Now she's going back and forth with me, getting irritated. I'm like, her friends had to calm her down. Like, please get your friend. Get your friend. So once they explain to her, like, hey, we only put 100 down, like, this is the price that you're getting. Within the first round of shots, I kid you not, they started knocking everything over. Everything that was liquid was getting knocked the over. At this point, the section wasn't even a section. It was a pool party. They're liquid, liquor, and water every inch of that section. I was about to literally, like, rip my By the end of the night, I'm cashing them out. There were broken shot glasses everywhere. Water everywhere. Couches fucked up. To the point where they even moved to the section next to them. Like, who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? So now there's a mess on the section next to mine, and now I'm obligated to clean that. I'm just like, what's going on? And the best part of the whole entire story, no fucking tip. So I literally did 3 times the work for nothing.
Welcome to the new world.
No money, no dinero at all. Of course, I'm not saying this is all women at all, because I know there's women out there, they be having money, they be popping them bottles for real, because I know my friends do. But can we just get it together? I know that we deserve, as women, we deserve everything in the world. We don't have to pay for it, honestly. But if you guys are coming together as a unit, as women, can we just have some, just like a little decorum? Maybe just a tip, please? I don't know. Am I asking for too much?
Crazy. I'm not surprised, though. I mean, she doesn't know what's happening in the world, but what's happening in the world is men have said, I'm going to take a back seat, right? And the women are pissed about it. But she's explaining the issues and the drama that happens when you see nothing but women in the section. Every time. The same issues every time. Especially when she saw they were already drunk. A nightmare. And now she fully understands, whether she knows it or not, what men are going through. This is exactly what men are dealing with. Look at what happened with the ladies. Where were they at? Japan? What were they doing? Showing how much of a knucker they can be. Like, why are you doing that overseas? But this is the energy they bring. And the young girl, she looked Japanese and black. She got blamed for it. This is what happens. Everyone gets blamed for the drama of the modern woman. But check out what's happening. You guys already know what's happening in this part of the world. Let's take a look.
Especially DMV men. Me and my wife have been outside this summer. Karaoke's, happy hours, brunches, you name it, we've been there. And me and her come to the same conclusion. That is nothing but women outside. Man, where y'all at?
Living life in peace.
I mean, I get it. Drink prices are high. Women have unrealistic expectations.
I'm going to tell you why the club scene is over. The club scene is over because men want to be women. And when I say men want to be women, they want to cut the line.
What they want from a man. I mean, some of their egos are on Beyonce and it should be on Rashida.
Real talk alert.
I get it. And I understand that maybe Unc and them really haven't taught you how to speak to women. I get that. But it should not be this bad.
Didn't you get the memo?
Where it's like damn near 20-1. And maybe it's just me being old school, I wanted to be where the women were, especially the beautiful ones. And they have been there and y'all have not. Ladies, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. It's not looking good out there. And may the Lord be with you in your journey.
This man didn't get the memo, but it's cool. He's married. He doesn't know what's happening. Men have spoken by not speaking. Men have spoken by not speaking because it's written all over our face. We don't have to say a word. That's how it is. Men have nothing to say. We've said everything we can. It's getting played out now. Seriously. Like, why are men going to keep trying to explain themselves?
Those days are over.
To a species that don't want to understand anything. And it's not just black women. It's all of you ladies. The ones that can be dealt with, they're speaking up, but men don't want to play ball no more. Understand that.
First of all, this isn't true. Second of all, I need men who are watching this video right now to really reflect on the fact that there are men in my comments celebrating and laughing because they think that the women's only club closed down. What they're saying to us is they do not want us to feel safe. It's like the choosing a woman to be your Uber driver. They want to have access to us all the time. And when we create a space where they don't have access to us, it destroys their world.
You can't make this shit up.
Because it's almost like their value comes from oppressing us. And so when that space falls through, even though this space didn't fall through, when that space falls through and doesn't work, they celebrate and they tell us that they're happy that we don't have a space to feel safe. Let that just sit for a minute. They don't want us to feel safe and protected. They don't want it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
It's gotten to a point now where men can care less. Men could.
Right.
Men can care less because it's gone too far. All you ladies do is this. We don't want men around. So we're leaving you to your own recognizance. You're free. You're released. Like when you get, like back in the day, I remember back in the day, you get locked up, send you bookings, they release you on your own recognizance. Same thing we're doing. You're free.
I love to be the one to say it. Club culture dying is a huge reflection on how prominent the DL community actually is. Let's think about this for a second. That video that girl made, the viral video about how club culture is dying because guys want to be the girls now. Because men are so concerned being the center of attention. Basically, everything used to be about the woman. And why are men okay with this shift in priority? And why has the priorities shifted in general? I think it could be for a couple things. One, I do think some men actually just like to flex on other men, and it's kind of like a big dick swinging contest. But that also used to include who would have the most women in their section and who would have the most beautiful women. That's not even something a lot of men are even checking for anymore, and it's because they don't like us. They really don't care about the women. They never never did. And the fact that a lot of men are not caring about the fact that their sections are just filled with men should be very telling as to how they actually feel. This is a lot of men's dream come true, and that's why it's not changing.
People don't tell women the truth these days. Men get told the truth all the time. Women have no problem telling a man, I don't want an average man. It happens every day on my show. TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men, you ain't crap. But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with a woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan.
I do think there are two scenarios. One, the ego trumps your desire for women so much to the point where you're willing to be sharing a bottle with 20 other dudes to feel important and to feel like you're in a space of importance, opposed to actually prioritizing being around women. And they want to feel important so bad to the point where they're all fighting to get one Instagram story of one bottle that they didn't fucking pay for, or they're just DL, or they dislike men.
If you use shame as a tactic to get your way, you may be low value.
And that's exactly where they want to be, and they're happy in their home.
You're often insulting to get your way or to shut people up or shut people down. You may be low value.
I've already seen 3 videos of men's point of view on why they feel like club culture is dying, and their go-to is women are broke. Women don't have any money. Men are the only ones in the club buying bottles. If it wasn't for the men, club culture would be dead completely. Babe, I feel like club culture is dying already, and it's because of the men, okay? And this is not going to turn into a I hate all men. No. However, y'all are going to strictly put it on women being broke. That's y'all's go-to. Like genuinely asking. That's going to be y'all's go-to. That's what you're shooting for. That the reason why the club culture is so trash is because women are broke. Babe, I can guarantee you it's not that. Okay? First of all, are we going to discuss the entry fees that they're charging now? Are we going to discuss the lines? Are we going to discuss the music? Are we going to discuss the freaking outline of the club itself? Are we going to discuss how men are literally buying out section for their homeboys? And I even saw somebody in another video saying, why would I spend money on a girl when I can spend money on my boys? Babe, what? What? Well, she not going to put out, so I might as well just spend money on my homeboys. Or is he putting out? Is that what you're telling me? Because what? The discussion is getting like, I don't even know. I don't even know. Again, there were people in my last videos, and I didn't even say anything disrespectful, and the men were in the comments being sassy as hell.
You know, the wild thing, the guy said, well, she's not going to put out. And then you said, what are the men going to put out? No, but that's his homeboy, right? You know what he can say to his homeboy?
Bros before hoes.
Put something down on the bottle. And you said men are saying that you're broke, right? So how about you ladies put something down on the bottle? Oh, that's a low blow. But yeah, you want to look pretty and receive drinks for free. And what did the man say? I'm not getting nothing anyway.
Those days are over.
Men have woken up. And the only thing that you have a value is what? Your box. That's why a lot of men are treating y'all this way. Don't shoot the messenger when he's telling the truth.
Why are there so many single people out there that are supposedly looking for other single people, like-minded single people, and no one is finding each other? Like, I'm having a hard time understanding why I have so many baddie bachelorette friends, and my husband has single guy friends that are eligible bachelors, and somehow no one is finding each other. Like, I'm just not understanding why. I'm just having a really hard time understanding, and it's not sitting well with my spirit, that there are like so many eligible people that are single walking around just being single, and all I hear is that there's no one out there. Like, everyone keeps saying on both sides, there's no one out there, no one is taking dating seriously, blah, blah, blah. But like, I for a fact know that there are people out there taking it seriously. So like, what is it? Also, if you know anyone that meets these criteria right here, send them my way. I have someone for them.
Now, your friends, you didn't question them. You haven't asked what they're looking for, because I'm sure you know. And the fact that you're making this video and not telling us the 100% truth, men don't like that. Like, you have friends, your husband has friends. He's talking to his friends. I guess it's miscommunication between you and your husband, because you know the issues. They're not willing to do what you may be willing to do unless You got a stone cold sucker. I worship my girl. She's my world. And he may not be noticing that he has a long, hard road ahead of him. Hope that's not the case. Because if it is, I feel sorry for you, brother.
Being 100% financial provider. I work a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? 2-2-3. So it's 2 on, 2 off type shit. I work half the month. I have absolutely no days off. So the days that I do go to work, I clock in at the battery plant, 12-hour shifts, then I come the hell home. My days off, like yesterday, I get up early in the morning and I go do Amazon Flex. I got up early this morning, I went and did Amazon Flex. I came home, I took a shower, put on some clothes, took my family out to the water park, Emerald Points. We spent a couple of hours out there, left at Emerald Point, came home again, changed clothes, went to a Chinese restaurant, did a buffet there, came home again, I took a little nap, then I put this shit back on, and I'm doing Amazon Flex again. In the meantime, I had my neighbor, where they at? Over there with that red truck right there, I had them come over here and cut my lawn. So I ain't got to do that. That saved me a little bit of time. And I'm carrying my ass back to work. That's the truth about being 100% provider. You know what I'm talking about? There's always go time. Either you dig on doing for your family, you at your real job, or you at some other type of side hustle. In between, you might get to take a nap. You know what I'm talking about? And I ain't complaining. This is what I chose to do. You know what I'm saying? I chose a wife who had a job at the moment, and I was like, you know what? I don't want you to have to work. My wife has Graves' disease. Let that be clear. She has Graves' disease, so she got to go through a whole lot of shit. She get dizzy spells and all type of shit. I don't want her to have to work. So I was like, look, I will pay you what you was getting at your job. I pay you that every Friday if you just stay home, take care of the house. And she take real good care of the house. I keep up my part. I clock in. I go get that bread, and I make sure that we are always straight. I schedule vacations and all that shit. We going on another cruise at the end of this month. Truth about being 100% provider.
Take notes, Emily.
To get money from men is to be bold enough to ask. You have to ask for what you want immediately. And I don't mean in an aggressive way that you seem like you're for hire, but I do mean in a way that this is what you get with me. This is the standard. When you work a job or even interview, what is the pay is something that absolutely needs to be discussed in order for you to be in agreement. You sign up for how you're going to get paid, how often you're going to get paid, the pathway to make more money for promotion. When you are in a relationship, those are the type of conversations that you need to have up front. We need him to walk you through it, not in the way that you normally have him, but in the way of your future, your finances. You don't have to get money from a man who wants to have you as a part of his legacy. Women cost money. A man who wants to be with a woman, because all of them don't, knows that. You do need to be verbal, because they're not mind readers, about what you're going through. Independent women.
That's the thing. See, the difference is that man that goes out and works hard for his lady. She has Graves' disease. She takes care of everything in the home. That's worth it. For you, doesn't seem so worth it to me, because I'm not hearing you explain what value you're giving to him. This man's wife has a disease. If I was going through a situation like that with my wife, I'd probably do the same thing. Night and day. So, as any other man would say, what do you bring to the table?
Absolutely nothing.
I would love to hear it. I'm going to let you keep speaking because I want to see what you bring to the table, if you even mention it.
Are struck with a disease. And really, I think it's ego. For some reason, we think that we're supposed to pretend we're good at things that we're not. You may be really good at finances until your friend calls you up. There are these new shoes and you need them. And it's really not practical for you to buy them right now. You're doubling down on your 401k, putting more money in your index funds. But these shoes are screaming your name, so you buy the shoes. So you're just a girl. Men are really good with the boring stuff of life. Let him lead. As a flower, you need good soil. A man, a generous man who loves you, and wants you to be a part of his legacy, wants to leave everything to you, wants you to have his last name, wants to see his face in your children. You're not going to have to beg him to invest in you. A man has a hard time investing in a one-time thing, as he should. He should be smart. You should want him to be smart. A trick is a counterfeit from the devil. All the devil has for you is what the kingdom of God has for you, but the counterfeit. You don't want a trick. A trick is nothing to a husband, to a Boaz. Amen. When you are looking for said man, stop, because you actually shouldn't be. The Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So let him find you, and it'll be apparent that he is yours. And if it's not, you can pray about it, babe. And the Lord will tell you, don't rush it, because you'll know when you know. A lot of us thought we knew, and we were wrong. Your life plan, your finances won't look like everyone else's, but a lot of people are on here not giving you the details and not telling you that there's 5 men in the background, right? There's not a Boaz. Or they're doing something strange. I'm not here to tell you any of those things. I'm here to be transparent. If you ask me too many questions, though, I'm going to shut my mouth. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in over a year. I want to say like a year and 3 months. I don't know. I'm not counting. As you can see, I'm well taken care of. I have all my tea. Again, the ones on the side. As you learn through this conversation that I am her, in order for you to be her, you do have to find your identity. Identity is sexy. Identity is confidence. And when you are consistently working on building it and making sure you're plugged in with God, the well, that never runs dry, in order for you to always be confident, that's when you're gonna find your man. When you have true confidence, there's so much counterfeit that we confuse it. It's not things, a job, good health, anything outside of you. Confidence is knowing that if you lost it all tomorrow, you're still her and you build it back. When you are truly confident, nothing can hold you back from shining like a star, no matter what life throws your way. That is going to help you to be seen by the man who absolutely is in assignment and is supposed to have you.
Liar. This girl's a liar, and she used the Lord to do it. And I'll explain why. I can't say she's so much of a liar. I'll explain that too. What I mean is, that's your situation. So for you to sit there and talk like what you're experiencing, what your husband is giving to you, you make it seem like there's so many men out there like that. This is not the case. So with that being said, what you're portraying to other ladies is a lie. And you are the problem. You ladies that get a man that does this for you, not understanding, you think, oh, everybody can get that man. No. Especially if you have a black man. Not that many black men exist like your man. If you would have said that and crunched some numbers together and put and show some results, because that's what you need to do. You need to show proof, but you can't show. So it's a lie.
I couldn't be no man. A bitch asks me for money, not a problem. But I'm going to keep an alcohol wipe on me just in case, like it's a knock. You ask me for $1,000? Sure, no problem. I'm taking my alcohol wipe and swiping the back of that neck. And if anything is other than the color white, bitch, you could get a kite and fly to face and go home and take a shower. Stop asking for shit you don't need. You don't need no money, bitch. Well, if you need money for soap, I got you. Stop asking for a bag when you smell like a bag of shit.
It's truth. Happy holidays, everyone. Some niggas really don't be broke. Some niggas really just be confused. Cause I'd be confused. Cause what? Y'all bitches kids is what, about 4 to 8 years old now? 4 to 8 years ago, you posted a twerk video, a picture or something. Your baby father commented and said, and I quote, "Damn, that ass is fat," end quote. And I'm gonna tell you what you bitches did not reply. You didn't reply A, plan a date. You didn't reply B, you gotta take me out, get my hair done before I reply to you. You didn't say none of that. What did y'all bitches say? It's not even that fat, LOL. Then it took that nigga 3 hours and 37 minutes because he said, and I quote, I don't even do this Instagram You just send me your number, end quote. Then it took that nigga 19 hours to convince you to come to his crib. Then it took that nigga 3 blunts, 2 blunts with grub, but 1 without, and a bottle of, since this is 4 to 8 years ago, Casamigos to get you to fuck. So, back to what I was saying, niggas really don't be broke, they be confused, because why did that nigga do nothing for you, and now I gotta do everything for you? And I know what y'all bitches is gonna sit here and say, oh, I can't want to upgrade my life, I don't want better for myself. You should have been wanting better for yourself. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate y'all high fake, high sedity bitches think y'all above everybody. Bitch, it took that nigga nothing to get you. Less than 7 days. Less than 72 hours. Niggas don't be broke. They be confused.
Ooh, that's deep. Guys are not broke. They're confused. It's so deep. And who is it coming from? A lady. A lady who has awareness. She's aware that's what a lot of you baby mamas are doing. Because so many of you are baby mamas requesting the most, wanting the most, right? And then on top of that, you're the ones in the club wanting to sit in guys sections, as you see the last 2 girls explain. It's wild what's happening in today's date market. And you ladies don't see that you're a problem. It's sad.
Non-negotiables as a man with strict boundaries. These are my boundaries. You do what you want to do. These are mine.
Okay, so quick correction. Boundaries, standards, expectations, rules, and non-negotiables are not the same. Hello, my name is Dr. Raquel Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor, scientist, and podcast host. And if you're here, you're here to learn. So let's break down what he's actually describing.
All of these things that I'm single. All right, let's go. Let's cook.
You give me your schedule and I plan a date. If for some reason you're busy on that date and you can't make it, it is up to you to give me the day that you're free or your next availability.
That's actually a boundary. It guides his behavior. He's not going to chase you. You need to reschedule. Don't like the language.
If you ask me in our first few dates for nail, hair, shoe money, you're clipped.
That's not a boundary. That's a standard. He's saying what he looks for in a partner. Again, don't like the language.
I wonder why they left.
If by the 3rd or 4th date, you don't at least offer to buy a round of drinks or treat me to the next one, you're clipped. You're not a vibe. You're a bill. I would never let you pay, but at least offer.
Again, that's a standard. It's about how he evaluates the other person. It seems super performative if you're not going to pay anyway, but whatever.
If I offer to pick you up or send you a car, you have a 5-minute window to get there.
That one's a rule. He set like a personal law for how long he'll wait. 5 minutes and he'll pull off.
If we cannot do an active date, all right, tennis, hike, workout, it's clipped.
That's just a preference. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not a boundary.
You like to go ghost for 2 and 3 days, or I find that you only respond when I text first, you're clipped. Ain't nobody that busy.
That's an expectation. He expects consistency in communication according to what his definition of communication and consistency is, not acknowledging all different types of communication styles and stuff like that.
Poor hygiene, it's gonna be a firm no for me. That breath ain't hitting, if them toes ain't kicking, and if them nails ain't clean, it ain't gotta be done, just be clean. Your ass is clipped. You're a woman. It's the least you can do.
That's an expectation. Hygiene isn't a boundary. It's a baseline. However, the language in terms of like, it's the least you can do, gross.
If I see that you just innately lack nurturing qualities, it's clipped.
That's a standard again. What he's looking for in a partner, not what guides his behavior. Here's the bottom line. Everyone has the right to decide what they will or will not put up with in relationships, and clarity is kindness for you and the other person. But it's also important to know the difference between a boundary and a non-negotiable and a wall, because language like "you clipped" might sound firm, but sometimes it's just a wall that shuts down connection. Boundaries protect you, but they can also leave room for healthy connection.
I know it all. I'm a modern woman. Hear me roar. It sounds just like that white lady that said, "Oh, they just don't want us to be safe in safe spaces. Yeah, we need to be in safe spaces alone. They don't want to see us flourish." No. Make them care less. And look at you. Got your degrees. can't wait to correct the man. Couldn't wait for that. To get your pat on the back by feminist ladies out there. Oh yeah, you did a good job. This is sad, man. Look at her. She looks beaten up and bruised. Look at that face. Look at that face. She looks sad.
This might ruffle a few of y'all feathers, but it's all right. Y'all be okay. It's that a lot of women aren't really prepared to be a wife. And let me just go ahead and elaborate on that, okay? A lot of them want the ring. They want the house. They want the man's last name. They want all the things, right? They want to be my man, my man, my man, my man. But when you step out, are you really representing that man the way that you should? And I'm talking about like when you're out in the club and you know that there's other men hitting on you and you are enjoying that attention. Are you okay with being like, you know what? No, like, let me go ahead and reevaluate the type of outings I'm going to go to, because I for sure did. When I realized that I really, really was like rocking with my man and we were going to make it official, I didn't mind leaving the club scene behind. Not that I didn't go back out to the club. Don't get me wrong. Me and my husband still was out together. You hear that? Together. I just was not out mingling with random people just because I wanted to go out and have a good time. Like, my good time consisted of going out on dates with my husband. My good time consisted on like finding activities for me and my man to do. Not for me and my single friends. No shade to my single friends at the time, but I was literally like wife me down. Like, I was on that type of time because I wanted kids, I wanted the marriage, I wanted all those things. So I also had to make adjustments. Like, I had to leave an old version of me behind, and that was my choice. See, some women are afraid that, oh, if I get with this man, he's gonna want me to change. Listen, that's not how real love works, okay? That's not how it really works. My husband didn't ask me to change. He didn't say, hey, stop partying. He said, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Like, you know, like, I'm not trying to stop you from living your life. But it was me who was just like, you know what? No, like, I actually want to try this, you know, this type of life with you out because I'm having way more fun with you anyway. Now, with that being said, life does not stop just because you get married. So some people would be like, well, life don't stop because you get married. Of course it does not stop. However, you do reevaluate a lot of situations. I'm not going to put myself in a predicament where people can run back and tell my husband, hey, did you see someone at whoop, whoop, whoop? Did you see someone at whoop, whoop, whoop? I'm not about to put myself in a situation where men feel like they have the availability to even come and talk to me. Like, no, when they see me, they going to know. Like, no, that's Damian wife. And that's just period, right? That's how I'm coming behind my man. Now, what I am going to say is that if you are looking to be married, be okay with leaving some activities behind, especially if you know that the environment is not for a married woman. Carry yourself with some standards, some morals. It's not just about your man, but it's about yourself too.
I couldn't agree more.
Is coming.